Hello everyone, welcome. It's Birdie here, the Recycled Hippie Chick. Let me make sure I got a cord here. Oh, I'm not even using that cord. Let's just throw that back. Okay. Hi everyone. I want to show you what I've been doing first, and then we'll get on to what we're going to do today. I was watching Helen at Moss Cottage. She was doing some jelly plates to show you how to get the detail in like a leaf or a doily or whatever you have. So I turned on my YouTube yesterday and I just got busy and jelly plated. These are ferns out of my garden. If you want to know how to do it, can you see that detail in the leaves? If you want to know how to do it, go over to Moss Cottage, watch Helen. She does a very good job of explaining how to do it. My little heart doily, it's so cute. I just literally kept going until I wore these leaves out, because at first I thought, oh man, I don't want just a whole bunch of leaves. Well, yes I do, because what I do is I will fold these over and that'll be 2 pages, you know, in an art journal I put on my Etsy shop. So of course I can do a bunch of leaves because they'll be in a bunch of books. This one here, I went out and got a muskmelon leaf and used it for a while after my ferns ran out. See, they're starting to wear out here. I don't know if you can see it, but I have some gold in there and it's so pretty. Shimmery, shiny. This one here, I had a, what do you call these, little plain white cutouts somebody had given me, and it was just plain white, so I basically just wanted to lay the butterfly down just to get some paint on it. So that made a cute little shape. Just wanted to flip through these and show you the fruits of my labor yesterday. I had so much fun out here because I was into watching some YouTube videos and the time just flew by. I mean, I just had all these done before you knew it. I didn't even realize I had done it. So how I started on my YouTube venture was Pepper was up here getting all in my business, and I can't just throw him down because then he just jumps back up and, you know, scatters stuff. So I was just kind of letting him lay here and do his thing. I did not want pepper hair all over my gel plates. So I just stopped and watched my YouTube for a minute. And then I got into what this lady was doing. I had never watched her before, or had I? Had I watched this lady before? Actually, yes, I think I have watched her before. And I was watching her do her thing. She was from, where was she? I wrote it down somewhere. I wrote it on here. Can you believe that? Did I put it on this? Okay. She was from Waste Some Time with Maggie. Okay? I'm going to show you what she was doing. She was making these portfolios. Do you call them a portfolio or just a folio? I call it a tag flip. So she was making these and I watched her and I thought, well, shoot, I'm going to make one along with her. So I pushed pause and got all my stuff, and I was making it till Pepper decided to be on his way. And she was making this, I know she's going to, what's her name again? Maggie. Maggie's gonna watch this video and say, what? That looks nothing like mine. You're right, because I just watch somebody and then I get inspiration. Maggie is a very clean, neat, and tidy worker. That's her style. I am a very grungy and trashy worker, and that's my style. She was using like a piece of scrapbook paper, and you know, these were like digital prints and, you know, little things she was putting on hers. So go over and watch her do hers, and then you'll see the difference between me and Maggie. I had made some of these clusters, I think maybe with Miss Moss or somebody, and had a handful of them. So I thought, well, I'm just going to put those on here. I did my own thing, okay? I ripped out magazine pages. I used scraps that were in my box below. So what it is, and I don't have it, just a minute. I don't have any tags in it. Isn't that classic, Birdie? Okay. Now I've got some tags in it. Okay, so you open it up. It's got a little tag, a little pocket right here. You can open it up again. It's got another pocket in here. And I put some of my rust dyed paper and Grandma Z's coffee dyed paper. I just took, you know, just a little bit, and I poked some holes in it, and I ran it through and tied it. Simple as that. So then you shut it. I've got the cluster, and then you turn it over and you've got another pocket. So I thought that was super fun. So I thought that's something we could do today. What do you think? So let's make one of these little folios. Simple, easy breezy. Let's do it. Now, I want to thank Arlene, bless her heart. She had no clue if this even got delivered to me. She was telling me about her fine line applicator that she puts her paint in and writes with or does whatever. I'm excited to try this today. And yes, it did get delivered. They sent her a picture of my front porch. Can you believe that? Showing that they had delivered it. And I forgot to tell her I got it. I sat it in. You know what I do is on my dryer, I set things that need to come out into the art room because my art room's not in my house. So I set things in a pile to come out here. Whoa, check this out. You stick the needle down in it. Keeps it from clogging so bad. I'm excited. And I sit stuff in a pile there, and then I bring it out, and then I make another pile out here, and then I forget. And then when I go organize, I put my pile away, and that's what I had done. And I hadn't put my pile away in the art room yet, so it was lost in the pile. She's like, you know, dude, girlfriend, have you got your stuff yet? Or do I need to call and ruffle some feathers? And I said, oh no. Yes, Arlene, I got it. I'm sorry. So thank you, Arlene. I am excited to use that today. I'm going to try it. When I was on vacation, we went to eat, and I got my fish tacos in this basket with this wonderful deli paper. So here I am, wiping it off with my napkin and folding it up, put in my purse. Yeah, that's my souvenir from the Ozarks. I am going to use that paper. Isn't that exciting? Okay, to save some time, what I did was I ripped out this sheet, music sheet. Now remember, you can use anything, okay? She used a piece of, I'm pretty sure she used a piece of scrapbook paper. I just was jelly plating on my music book, so I just ripped it out and tried it. I like the grunge of the ruffly stuff over here, so I left it. So first thing I did was cut the corners off. Then I folded it up and folded it down. There was no special measuring. I just got it to where, you know, my edge wasn't hanging under my little thingy. I just got to this point, and then I inked it all. I inked mine all the way around because what? I like the grunge. And then what I started doing was I started pulling stuff out. I'm just going to grab what's down here. I don't care what the color is. I don't care if things match. I just like to put them together. So I'm going to start on the front. I'm going to start seeing there. This will work, and I won't even have to. Where's my? Okay. I'm going to cut my pocket or rip my pocket or whatever out of a piece of background paper. Now, the one thing was I have a piece of tape there, so it's really strong, so I'm gonna have to cut that little area. I picked kind of stronger paper for my pockets. Just my choice. You do what you wish. That's just what I did. Some of these, here's another one I made. Some of these I put the little, notch in them. Some of them I forgot. It's just all about you. What I did with these was, I was in the house making these last night, and I had one magazine, and I told myself I had to only use the pictures in that magazine to put these together. So that's what I did. These are just put together with one magazine, and I just used what images I could find in that magazine. And then what I did was, my grandkids have got all this glue out here that's going bad because they don't use it very often. So I just smeared some glue all over it. And I also used my gold watercolor and smushed around. So that's what I did to doll them up. All out of one magazine. Okay, let's keep going. So today I thought what we could do is, I still have these pages left over from our Gypsy caravan book. So I thought we would go ahead and see how many of these we could cut out and fit on there to use those up. This here I think would work perfectly because it's long and skinny. So what I'm going to do is find my image that I want to go on my pocket. And don't overthink things, you guys. I'm in love with these little ones over here that I did, and there was no thinking. So don't overthink it. Life's too short. Now, do I want a little, this is the thing. I'm gonna find my little notch squeezer. If it fits where that tape is in the center without messing up that tape, I'll use it. If not, I won't. Yeah, I think I can notch it out. Okay. So we'll put that on there. I'm going to tear out just a little bit of book page. Actually, it's a magazine page, other part of where this picture came from, and I'm going to put it over here just to, I don't know why, just because, just to add another element. I'm going to ink it just because I like to. You do not have to. I know a lot of people that don't ink, and that's fine. That's their style. You have to do whatever makes your brain feel good. Don't try to watch other people and think, oh, I have to do just like them, and then you're messaging them going, now what did you do first? Now how did you do this? Now did you put such and such? What kind was your paint? You guys, this is art therapy. Don't be so critical. Just play. This is the time to pull out that third grade girl that you didn't get a chance to be in art because she told you you had to stay in the lines, and this is your time to do what you really wanted to do. Okay? Use what glue you want. Use what kind of paper you want. You do you, as Janet Nash would say. Isn't it terrible that we have been raised in such a way from our schools or whatever that now we are having to detangle ourselves to be who we really are because we still think we have to be what we were raised to be? Why can't they raise us to find out who we are down inside so we can be individual? Why do they raise us in a cookie cutter world to be the way they want us to be? You know what I'm saying? It's time to find out who you are and be that person. Where's my little... Now, some of these, like this one's skinnier than this one. See, this one's a little wider. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this here. When I get all my pictures put on, I'm going to go over to my sewing machine and sew it. You do not have to. I know Maggie, I'm pretty sure she just glued hers. So you do what makes you excited. Now, I don't even glue mine. I just go over and sew it. Some people glue it first and then sew it. It's whatever excites you. So let's go on and make our another side. I don't want to use this one again because I want something different. So I'm going to reach down and grab the next piece of paper, and I'm going to use it. Don't worry if you hold it up and go, oh, I'm not too sure. You know what? You're going to grunge it up if you're a grungy person. If you're not, if you're a person that likes everything matchy-matchy, then go through your stash and look for some things that are matchy-matchy first. And get a pile of them laying out here with purples and pinks or whatever your colors you're going for. And then play with them out of your pile on your desk. I have worked very hard to lose that matchy-matchy, everything has to be perfect nature. I've been doing this, I think I started in 2015. So it has taken me a long time to learn about myself and to begin to let go and not worry about it. See, when I first started, this little notch here totally would have bothered me. I would have had to cut it off. Today, I'm embracing the notch because I just don't care. Once I work through the ugly, it becomes beautiful, and then I'm happy. The next day when I look at them again, oh my gosh, I have such joy in my heart. So, let's see what we can find here to fit on that one. Ooh, this is pretty right here. I like that. That's pretty. Little girl holding her bowl of cherries. So let's do her. This is kind of weird. I don't know what this is, this tan thing up here. I think I might tear that off because I'm not sure what that was. I need a sharper ruler. This is such a dull, you know, it wasn't meant to rip with. It's got such rounded edges that it doesn't really grab. I hope you guys are all staying cool where you're at. It was 108 here at 6 o'clock last night when I ran into town. Crazy me decided to take the vehicle with no air conditioning. That was fun. Let's see here, how's it gonna fit? Do we want to cut the books off, or do we want to cut this end of the table off? I think we're going to cut this end of the table off. So I ran into town to get some Casey's pizza. Carol, or Loretta, on here, she teased me and on her Facebook page one day said, oh my gosh, the thin and crispy at Casey's is magnificent. And ever since she said that, that's all I've been able to think about is thin and crispy from Casey's. So I wanted to try their new recipe, and oh my goodness, I'm addicted to it. I will probably eat it once a week. Although I'm going to attempt to just add more. I don't do well with carbs. I'm trying to add more protein into my life. So, but, you know, once in a while you just have to have what you want. Okay, let's put that on. So it was hot as snot last night, and I did not go out the day before. I had overdone it, pulling my branches to the burn pile. So yesterday I laid low, and it was so darn hot. We're supposed to have that for the next 5 days, up in the hundreds. So I had sprinklers going, and the birds were playing in the water trying to cool off. And okay, there's another one done, and I'm going to sew that one on. Okay, so these two will be sewn on. I do not sew on the one in here. I wait till I've sewed on the one on the back, and then I just glue this one on, because I don't want the other side to show all the threads. So that's how I do that. Let's see here. I'm gonna have to push pause and dig through here to find a piece of paper thick enough I can use. Okay, this one is not thick enough at all. Matter of fact, I think it's parchment paper. So what I'm gonna do is, because I like it, I'm gonna cut it to the size I want, and then I'm going to glue it onto something. What's this? Is this long enough? No. Nice and thick though. Hold on. Okay, I found this popcorn box that we're just going to turn into our pocket. And it's cockeyed, so it's going to take some maneuvering. So I'm going to glue this on here. Okay, let's just glue it on. I'd like to have a glue stick. Tiffany, these have been the you know how the everlasting gobstopper is in Willy Wonka? These have been the everlasting glue sticks. Thank you. This was a magnificent gift. Tiffany gave me a whole case of these. I had never ever used Wahoo, Yahoo, Yoo-hoo glue before, and I really like it. But it has just lasted me forever, and I am ever so appreciative. Tiffany, I have so many toilet paper rolls for you. Next time I'm in town, I need to come find you and give them to you so you can make your beads. She's making fabric beads and paper beads. They're mixed media beads out of her toilet paper rolls, and she's stringing them and making a curtain out of them. It's going to be super cool. Okay, now this is going to be kind of technical. Oh, no, it's not. I just follow this. Here we go. A little bit off over here, but I don't care. Still happy with it. I'm going to ink down here where that white cardboard is showing. I am so out of ink. I think instead of getting inker this time, I'm just going to break down and get new ink pads altogether. I've had these ink pads since 2015. when I first started. So I think it's probably time to get new ink pads. And I've had every color of ink in that ink pad. I don't care what it says, you know, I don't care what it says walnut stain. I just put whatever re-inker I have available in there. Could be vintage photo or fabric linen or whatever they're called. It's just what I do. I don't care. I've worked hard on my therapy to not care. So here I am, not caring, and I love it. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's see if we have another long, skinny. We may be running out. Ooh, we may be putting that Rolls Royce on there because everything else is too big. I really like these girls, but they're just too big, and I want to get the whole thing on there. So let's use this one. I'd like to get the Rolls Royce on there, but I'm not sure. I'm going to have to trim it way down because it's barely going to fit. So, my daughter, we are on, oh, they'll probably kick me off now if I say this on here and Big Brother listens to me. We use our daughter's Disney account because I refuse to support Disney. I do not like what they stand for. I do not like anything about Disney. But when the kids are over here and her mom pays for the subscription, they want to watch it. So I was looking through because my friend Tracy said she liked the guy that plays Davy Crockett or Daniel Boone. Wes Parker, is that his name? Yes, I think that was his name. She said she really liked him, and it got me in the mood. I had seen Daniel Boone, the series, when I was a kid, but I had never actually seen the movie Davy Crockett. So I was like, oh my gosh, I wonder if it's on my daughter's Disney. So I cranked out the Disney on the TV yesterday, and I found Davy Crockett, and I watched it. They have a section on that thing that says vintage. I think it's called vintage movies or whatever. So I found Davy Crockett, and I found Daniel Boone, and I found all kinds of other stuff. So I told my husband, let's every Saturday night, let's pretend like we are going back into Wonderful World of Disney on Saturday nights. As long as she has it until she feels convicted and gets rid of it, and I hope she does. Let's watch a movie every Saturday night. He said, okay. So last night we found one that we had not seen called Hacksaw, about a horse. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to put these pages together. Okay, listen, don't let me forget, I'm telling you about Hacksaw. Okay, I'm going to just tell you and then I'll go. So, and find some papers for this. Hacksaw's about a horse, you know, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we watched that one last night. Why did I even start saying this? I don't know. Then we found all kinds of them that we haven't seen yet, like the Castaway Cowboys with James Garner. All kinds of them that we're excited to watch every Saturday night until we've got caught up on our vintage Disney. I will not watch the newer stuff. Nope, 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 won't do it. No. It's amazing how Disney, on these older movies you watch, they actually have good morals. They have good convicting movies about doing right and the bad guy always loses and all this stuff. And the new ones are, hey, let me change your gender. Hey, you're this. Hey, you're that. Be who you know, don't let anybody. Anyway, it's political. Now it's political. It was not back then. It was, hey, let's show you how to be a decent person with morals and character. So we're going to watch the good morals and character ones until they're used up, and then we'll shut it off. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, now, what I did was I sewed it in. Now, see, because when I lift it up, this one you can see. If I turn it over, see, they're actually backwards. If you lay it out and do it, they're going to be backwards. But when you're holding it, it looks right, okay? So make sure you don't get them upside down. And this one here, I like the strings, so I leave my strings long, and then this one here I'm going to glue in. Okay. Then I just got some rust dyed. We'll let this dry while we're getting our little packet thing put together. I just got some rust dyed paper and some coffee dyed paper. So I'm going to measure my thing here and see where I want my little booklet to be. Give yourself some room so that it's not, you know, ending up in your fold. And instead of throwing this one away, I'm going to turn it around and fold it and put it in also. It can be a little small page to write on. So there's that one. I'm going to do the same with this one. Doesn't have to be perfect. Every page can be different. Don't get caught up if you don't want to. If you want to measure it and be precise, do that. But if you're trying to, you know, do art therapy like I am and trying to break that cycle, don't think about it. Just do it and don't measure and all that stuff. Okay, so I've got my little packet here all done. Actually, I think I want one more page because maybe I could use this one. No, because I actually need a big one. I need one more page because I don't want this one to be my center one. I'm only going to have 2 holes and it won't go through that one, so I want a large one for my center page, and I don't want my 2 small ones together. Or I can just do it like this. No, I'm going to do another one. I'm going to do another large page. Let me find another page. Okay. Now, this will help me. Okay. There we go. All right, so we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this, this, and this. Okay? That's what we're going to do. Then we're going to hold it here where we want it. We're going to take our marker and mark it both on the page and on our booklet. We're going to take our crocodile. First of all, I'm going to go over and sew this just a little bit to hold it together. That's what I like to do. Okay. I need to scoot up here. All right, now I'm going to take my crocodile and I'm going to make a hole where my little dots were. One there. One there. And you don't have to put these little booklets in there if you don't want. You could just put another pocket right here if you wanted. You don't have to sew them in if you want. You could glue the back page. You know, you could glue that on and then you would have it. It's just whatever you want to do. The possibilities are endless. This is where it's time for you to shine. Don't do things exactly like you've seen somebody else do. Pull out your own style and come up with your own way. You know, maybe that person's doing it a harder way than what you think should be done. This is your time to make it an easier way. You know what I'm saying? Do it however you wish. You have to do what makes your brain feel good. If your brain is stressing over it, then don't do it. Good grief, this is not something your brain should be stressing over. This is something that's supposed to be bringing you a little bit of joy. Now, this is where I wish I had another hand. This is where I wish I had another hand. Trying to hold it down as I do all this. There. Now, what I did when I pulled it through, I went ahead and made a double knot because I don't want that darn thing coming apart. There we go. There we go. See? We just made a little flippy flappy portfolio. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. First of all, you can make your tags that go in here, but I want to make some beauty up here. So I want to use some of this since I've got little gypsy ladies in here. I want to put some of this on. Come on. Oh my gosh, what is up with this? What is up with this? Cross-pollinating my glues. Okay, I'm gonna put a little strip of this down. Because I got this wild idea when I was looking through my scrap bin. And then I'm going to cut this first. Maybe it'll be easier. See how you come up with ideas as you're doing it? Oh, maybe it'll be easier if I cut it first. See? See? You don't have to follow what somebody else does because you come up with your own ways. Now, I'm going to add some rickrack. And I have made a total gluey mess, and that's fine, because it'll all dry. Now, let's make a little cluster. Let's find... Let's get up here in our smaller than $1 bin. I think we'll have better luck. Let's find some papers to do a little cluster. It's gonna be like this. So let's put this one down. And I'm gonna go ahead and just build my cluster on there. Those other clusters I had done, but this one I'm just going to build on there because we're making it. Let's see here. Let's put this one on there. Do we have any materials sitting around here? I would love a little piece of material. Let's put that up there. And then let's find and see if we have a little image here, a little small one to put on there. These little gypsy images. She's cute. She's kind of big. It's a clothesline. Isn't that cute? Okay, I don't have any. Well, let's just rip her head off and use her. Okay. I really would like to keep that light bulb if I can. I don't know why. I think it's cute. Well, she's still kind of big. Okay. She's going down. I think I'm going to have to use some Fabri-Tac for that little piece of lace. I don't think this art glitter glue just does not like material at all. Okay, now, what do you think about that? Let's take some of our kids glitter that we're wanting to get rid of, smoosh it on there. Okay, isn't this fun? I had so much fun yesterday. And today what I think I'm going to do is just go back through and make little booklets to put in the ones I made last night that I didn't get booklets in. Well, I got a little heavy with my gold, didn't I? That's okay. It's beautiful. I love it. Here we go. Look what we did. Isn't that fun? Fun, fun, fun. Now all I have to do is put some tags in it. There's my grungy little portfolio, you guys. I have to let my glue dry. This really needs... We need some bling bling. You know what? I have never been a bling bling girl, but man, I am loving this gold watercolor. I mean, it's just so fun. so, so fun. Okay, that'll dry, and it'll be absolutely beautiful. I don't know if I'm going to put a little clip at the end here. I think I will. I think I'm going to show you my peanut clip. I'm not going to do it anymore. I used to buy peanuts in a shell in the winter for the squirrels, but they just go around to bury them. They don't eat them. They just run around burying them, and they never have to go back and get them because I always feed them more the next day. So they're just wasting the peanuts. This summer I noticed I have peanuts coming everywhere. Peanut plants everywhere in my yard. Everywhere I turn I see another one. So this fall I'm going to dig them up and see if there's actually any peanuts on the bottom. And I ran across one yesterday and thought, oh, I want to share this with my people. So I just videoed a little bit of it to show you what a peanut plant looks like. So I think I'll throw that on the tail end of this video, so hang out and watch that. Here's my little doilies I used in my jelly plates yesterday. Run over and watch that on Miss Moss, and also go in and watch, go in and, where's that at? Where's that one I made? Go in and watch Waste Some Time with Maggie and see how she did these. Bye-bye from Birdie. I wanted to show you my peanut plant. My squirrels bury the peanuts in the shell. Here's one here. I don't know if you can see it. I've been painting today, jelly printing. There's a peanut here. And now there's a little plant. They have tiny little blooms on them. Anyway, I've got them everywhere in my yard, so I'm going to wait till this fall when they start dying off and dig them up and see if I have peanuts down below.